What's good, guys? We're back with part 6 of the After Effects tutorial series. In our last installment, we were doing everything relating to the asteroid. So we have our spaceman looking up at the asteroid as it comes to his feet. So we're going to continue this sequence and we're going to create a dramatic change using opacity. We've done anchor point, position, scale, and rotation, but we're going to use this fifth method to reveal an alternative sky that will cause a dramatic effect when that asteroid impacts. So what we're going to do is gradually reveal the orange sky from underneath the purple sky. But we know that when the asteroid impacts, we want that sky to switch completely. So let's go ahead and grab that time block and just move it to that point of impact from the other direction. So rather than changing where it starts, we're changing where this time block ends. So the next thing we're going to do is use the opacity to have a light gradual reveal of that sky. So we're going to start an opacity keyframe when the asteroid is out of frame, and then shift to that point of impact, and we're going to have just a little opacity change. We don't want to change it all the way because then we're going to lose the impact. So we're just going to change it a little. Like, let's bring it down to 74%. So now from that start of that keyframe to the point of impact, it'll drop and then have that dramatic change at impact. So the next thing we want to do is deal with these fragments that break off when the asteroid hits the ground. So what we're going to do is get these guys to shoot out kind of in all different directions. And some of them are going to go backwards, some of them are going to go forwards. But we're all going to use the same series of transformation methods, just in different directions. So let's go ahead and start a position keyframe for this one. Okay, so it's going to start there, right at that point of impact. And let's give it about 2 seconds, and we will want this thing to shoot all the way off frame. Maybe up here should be good. So now when that asteroid hits, it will fly off. So we'll line back up to that position keyframe as a reference. We'll change the scale of this. So we'll start let's bump it up a little bit. We want this thing to look like it's going away from us, therefore getting smaller. So we'll just shrink that thing right down. And now it appears like it's flying away. So next we are going to add rotation. So we've done rotation, but we're going to do something slightly different. So far we've been using the right switch, which has the degrees. But if you look to the left of that, there's actually another switch with the multiplication symbol by it. So that actually allows you to change the rotation by number of revolutions. So we can just say 5. And now that thing spins 5 times from the start to the end of that transformation. So now let's do one more. This one, let's make this one fly towards us. So very similar process, but we're going to make that scale change bigger rather than smaller. So let's line back up to the point of impact. Let's get that position change. So hit that, get our keyframe going. And this one will also shoot off screen. Here should be good. And now we will go to scale. And this time, opposite of the first one, we're actually going to make it bigger. So this way, this one feels like it's moving towards us. So let's see how that turned out. Okay, cool. So now we're going to do rotation again. and the end of that transformation is here. Let's do maybe 3. We'll see how that looks. So now we have one fragment going away and one coming towards us. So now I'm going to go through and get all the other ones. I'll just speed this part of the video up and I'll meet you guys back when I'm done. Okay, so now all of my fragments have received transformations. Let's go ahead and look at how that looks. Asteroid impacts and fly out in different directions. Let's go ahead and save, and I'll catch y'all in the next round.